of excellence, seeing God in all things, service with a focus on social justice, global awareness, and a values-based leadership. This awardee is Cheryl McLean. So Cheryl, would you like to come forward? So Cheryl has her bachelor's degree from Loyola and also her master's degree. She's a certified women's nurse practitioner with over 28 years experience in the care of women. Cheryl is an educator in many roles, including educating her patients as well as serving as a clinical preceptor for advanced practice nurses from the Marcella Niehaus School of Nursing. She's been involved with Dr. Genrich in the Belize experience through the School of Nursing for more than 14 years, and she's, as Dr. Keogh said, leaving for Belize tomorrow. So we appreciate you holding off and being with us today. She's very active in her community, having served as an elected official for more than 11 years and as chair of the Health and Human Resource Committee. And in this role, she's been very influential in establishing a safety day for children, as well as providing free bicycle helmets to children throughout the community. So she doesn't stop there. She's also an advocate for victims of domestic violence. She co-sponsors 4 local blood drives annually and is a volunteer for Relay for Life and Operation Feed the Need. She's an animal advocate and has assisted the village of Franklin Park in implementing a trap, neuter, return program. And finally, she is a member of St. Maria Goretti's Church and is part of the health team that provides blood pressure screenings each month. So for her tireless dedication to the School of Nursing and to nursing as a profession, we acknowledge you.
I guess one doesn't really realize everything they do until someone actually summarizes it. It's a bit tiresome just hearing some of those things. But yeah, you wake up every morning and you thank God that you're here. What's my job for today? How am I going to make the world a better place? How am I going to make it a little bit different? I'm very proud to be a Loyola nurse. There's no doubt about it. I came to Loyola to work at the medical center as an undergrad and had an associate degree from Triton. And I was very proud. I'm like, oh, I'm a really good nurse. I did well at Triton. I'm clinically excellent. I'm a good nurse. And after doing that for about, I guess it was probably almost 10 years, I was raising a family, and my head nurse at the time, that's what they called them, she said, you know, you gotta go on for a bachelor's. And I said, well, why? And she said, well, you really should, because everybody you're precepting has a bachelor's degree, a better degree than you. And then she said, just go meet Marianne Noonan. She'll help you fill out the paperwork. and so I took that first step. And from there on, I have been taking those steps all the way. And so I thank Marianne, and every time I see her, I'm like, if it wouldn't have been for your kindness, I probably would have said, no, that's okay. I'll just continue to be a staff nurse forever. But I learned to not only be a nurse, but to be a nurse with much more love and much more dedication by going through the program. I remember driving up here on a Saturday morning. I had a philosophy course because, you know, coming from an associate degree, I had to really take everything over. I felt like a brand new student. And I would come up and sit on this wall and look at the lake and be thankful that I had this opportunity. And so, yeah, I learned about philosophy and I retook history courses, and it just made me such a better person. It gave me the strength to go on and be a leader in my community, which I'm very proud of. I will be finishing 12 years, elected 3 times. And this is not a best time to be a community leader. Okay? There is no funding. You rely on taxes for everything, and people are just tired of paying their property tax, and yet you have pensions to fund and keep your community safe with police and fire. And so you sit in these meetings and you just keep thinking, oh, God, help give me the wisdom to make good decisions for my community. It would be easy to walk away. You know, I finished my term and walk away, but would that be the right thing to do? Maybe this is the time you step up when times get really tough and say, all right, let's help my community through this economic times and restructure things and be strong. I may not be reelected, but I can guarantee I'll still be active in my community. And I, again, thank Loyola for giving me that strength to do that. I love when my students come. I mentor students. I have a lot of students that come through my program as women's health nurse practitioner students. The Loyola students that I mentor in Belize, there's a big women's health component of that program, and I thank Dr. Jenrich for allowing me to come and continue. And she looks at me, she goes, "Are you kidding? I need you to come and teach them the women's health portion." So I'm grateful for that opportunity. The first time I went, it changed my life, and I'll continue as long as I have the ability to. I thank the university for this award, Dr. Keogh, Father Garanzini, all the alumni that are here, all the professors that are here, and I see so many of their friendly faces today. It makes it just even more memorable for me. In closing, there was a woman in my community who began the Leche League, 5 breastfeeding mothers in Franklin Park, of all places, right? Well, I had the opportunity to meet her, and she always ended her breastfeeding group with a little prayer. And so I'd like to share it with you. Now, I've always said this prayer, and I think of it a lot, but then I realized when I Googled it, it came from Ronald Reagan. But I really think Ronald Reagan got it from Mrs. Fraley. And so in his memory, I'd like to say, live simply, love generously, care deeply, speak kindly, and leave the rest to God. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. We'd now like to present the Distinguished